That concludes our student presentations for the day. And we're going to close with some comments by one of our faculty co-chairs. I mentioned Dr. Jen Smith and Dr. Richard Norris are our two faculty co-chairs, and we're incredibly grateful for their support of the program. So I'm going to kick it over to Dick to close out the day. And for those of you who've been here all day, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. And after Dick is done with his comments, we'll go and have a reception in the lobby and on the lawn, and you're all welcome to join.
So I've been involved in the MAS since I think 2005. The program started in 2004, I believe, according to Penny. And so I have to say that this group has the loudest applause of any of the cohorts. Congratulations. One of the deep pleasures of sort of being involved in this whole thing, and that has kept me always coming back for more every year, has been that we've always had such amazing students in the program. And it's particularly interesting to see where people have gone with it. You know, we have this terrific group of people who are already out there in the marketplace, and it's very obvious from listening to the Capstone presentations today that there's going to be another great cohort out there. I have to say that I also learned a huge amount from the program because I'm a paleontologist. What the hell do I have to do with marine conservation? But it's because the fact that you are all out there exploring all these interesting little niches in science and in policy and how we communicate everything to the public, that is really terrifically rewarding. It really brings something to Scripps that it would not have if you were not part of it. And particularly the fact that, you know, we used to be kind of this stodgy but famous, you know, oceanographic institution, and that's great, you know, but on the other hand, with all of you, you're going out to do something that reaches, you know, the Scripps message into a much broader community, and that, I think, is terrifically, terrifically powerful. Now, I have to say that I've learned a hell of a lot just today. It's been very interesting. I was seeing the, you know, the one slide kind of ideas for capstones back in the fall, and to see where all of those things came from. For those of you who don't know the whole history, you know, in just another week or two, we're going to get a new class. And for those of us who are on the academic side, this is like the tsunami has come, in a good way, admittedly, you know, because we go from one frying pan into the next, you know, welcoming a new class, some of whom I think are probably here, like Hilly, you know, was last year. And it's just, it's very interesting to see, you know, what the new class wants to do. And of course, one of my first recommendations is to go and talk to the previous class, or the previous class, or the previous class, you know, the other people who have come through the program. But then we cast them into the summer class, 10 weeks of really intensive education in economics and in law and policy and science of various stripes, how to communicate effectively. There's that made-to-stick discussion. There's making movies. Oh, I forgot my hat, actually, so, which featured in last summer's movie. And then, of course, the fall comes along, and at that point, we, on the academic side, begin to look closely at what people are thinking about for their capstones and see how those things develop, how we can constrain the sort of unbounded enthusiasm into something that can actually be accomplished, you know, during the year. And then, of course, it all turns into this, which is just this great thing. So I've learned today about OPA biology. I was always curious about them. Mighty tasty fish, I have to admit. You know, the management plans we heard for Curacao and other kinds of settings. A lot about fish farming, which has always been a fascination. Wetlands restoration in various capacities. These are, you know, just think about that diversity of topics. And of course, just the most recent presentation on fish skin, of all things, which I had never really considered as potentially something useful from a medical standpoint. So I just want to say thank you all. Thank you all for the supporters, of course, of these great students. We expect great things from them in the coming decades, and we hope that you'll come back because you can train the next generation of MASers. So let's go out and enjoy ourselves.